Hey guys, this is the Ultimate Film here, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing some Harry Potter style effects, like, teleportation. Okay, so getting started with this, the first thing we need to do is very similar to what we did in the Ant-Man effect video, which is to basically have your actor on screen. Here in this case, I'm gonna jump up high and then fall down. And then, in the shot, I ran away and stuff. And then I'm going to leave the shot there so that there's nothing there, no actors or anything. So when you combine the two clips, it should just look like I've appeared out of nowhere. And now we're just gonna hop right into PowerDirector. Okay, so once you're in PowerDirector, you're gonna wanna have your clip on the timeline, and I've already edited mine so that it looks like I've appeared out of nowhere, and I timed it so that I appear right when I'm in midair because I jumped in the scene, and here's my clean plate right before. Should of course just look like your actor has appeared out of nowhere. And so now what we're gonna do, and what we've been doing in the past few tutorials, is we're gonna go to the first frame of this clip and we're gonna click snapshot 11.jpg, save. And so now we have that snapshot there. We're gonna go and put it in between the two clips, click insert. I'm just gonna zoom in here, and so now we're going to make sure we're on the first frame of the snapshot. We're going to go ahead so that it should be about 4 frames long, or 3 even. Cut out the rest of it, so now it just should look like that. Okay, and so once you have this, I'm going to go ahead and right click on it, edit video image, edit in PhotoDirector. And like I said, with these background removals, you can do them in whatever program you choose, like Photoshop or whatever, just whatever you have access to which can remove a background. We're going to go onto Extract or Compose in the Edit tab and click Background Removal, and I'm just going to go around brushing in all of the spots. Okay, so right now I'm just going to turn off Intelligent, and we can zoom in to see what we're doing a bit better. And now I'm going to manually brush the areas around me. Now since I'm pretty far away in the video, I don't have to do it as fine as I normally would. And so of course, obviously it's not going to be as noticeable if I'm farther away. But I'm still going to take my time to make it decent at least. And so I don't know if you noticed, but my foot has been automatically cut out because the Intelligent couldn't see where my foot was, because right here it sort of blends into the background. But so we're just gonna remove that. There we go. And a little bit right here too. But once again, that shouldn't matter too much. Okay, so now we're just gonna click remove selected area and hit apply. Okay, there we go. Now we can just click back. Yes. So it should now look like this, and so what we have to do now is just drag it down onto the second track and the first clip, the clean plate. We're just gonna drag it underneath, and so we're just gonna drag this over a little bit onto the next clip so we can just line me up with me, and there we go. It doesn't have to be perfect again, and so we're just gonna drag it back onto the clean plate, and now it should look like this, with just a slight pause, and then I drop. So now what we have to do to make the little, swirly motion teleportation effect, and so I'm not just appearing out of thin air, is we're gonna go onto the effects tab and just search drain, and here it is, and we're gonna put it on our clip, click effect, and you'll start to see stuff like that going on. So we're going to click keyframe, and we're going to start the keyframes with the degree and size. Now the position I think is fine. It's right in the middle of the snapshot. Then we're going to go to the last keyframe, click these again, so you should see the keyframes there. Turn down the degree, and if you want, you can turn down the size a little bit too. Now it should look like that. Now just to add for a little bit more of effect, we're going to go and make sure we have the snapshot selected. Go into designer and PIP designer. We're going to go into motion first and checkmark motion blur and make sure the parameters are set to the highest points. Scroll down. So we're going to scroll down here too and make sure rotation is checked at the start and at the end. And so we're going to go back to the beginning rotation, and you can rotate it either way you want, around 90, 80 even. And so below you can see the ease out on rotation. We're just going to drag that up all the way to 1, and we're going to go to the last rotation keyframe and go ease in to 1. And we're just going to do one more thing in the designer, and it's scale. So again, click the keyframe at the beginning and one at the end for scale. And so if we go back to the beginning, we're going to uncheck maintain aspect ratio and just make the height so that I look more like a cube or a circle, and we're going to click OK. And so there's just one more thing we need to do, because I am noticing that the trees change a lot and so do the surroundings when it jumps from one clip to another. So we're just going to go radial blur. So we just need to put it on both of these clips. So on the first clip, let's go into effect, and you see the degree. We're going to click keyframe, and so we're going to go to 0, and then on the last frame, let's put it at, say, 7. So now we need to go into the next clip, do the same thing, go into keyframe, but we're going to do it at the beginning of the clip. So let's change the degree to 7 now, and just go to like around where I start touching the ground and go back down to 0. Now I did choose more of a challenging environment for myself because, well, there's trees that are moving constantly all over the place, and it was actually quite windy, so you know that's only going to make the transition in between the two clips harder and much more noticeable usually. And to complete the effect, you can go onto the snapshot, copy it, paste it just below, go onto effect, keyframe, and just inverse the rotation on the drain effect. And then we're going to go into PIP designer. We're going to change the rotation at the beginning to -80, and then you should have a more complete effect, and basically then you're done. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and perhaps subscribing if that interests you in any sort of way, and I'll see you all later. Bye!